Hello everyone. So today I wanted to come on here to talk about companion planting. Now, this is a term that I have been seeing all over YouTube, and then, I took it upon myself to kind of dig a little deeper to find out what that term meant, because at the time that I was seeing it all over the internet, I didn't understand what it meant. But, since we are in the gardening space, I kept seeing that pop up on my YouTube feed. And so I took it upon myself to find out what it meant and how it's beneficial for your garden. So this idea of companion planting is basically growing different plants together so that they can benefit one another or each other. Yeah, so that they can benefit one another. Certain plants can help each other because the plants that you decide to plant together can release nutrients or different chemicals into the soil, and that is what's going to promote the growth of the neighboring plant. Now, apparently, people have been doing that for ages. All right. And the other thing about companion planting is that it can also help to repel harmful insects, or on the flip side, it can also help to attract beneficial ones. And thereby, that's going to reduce the need for buying pesticides. Now, I am trying to grow an organic garden. I don't want to be spraying my vegetables with any chemicals or pesticides or any of that. Like, I'm trying to keep things as natural and organic as possible. So when you do companion planting, then that will reduce the likelihood of you having to buy chemicals to spray your plants with to keep the bugs away. They can also make for great shade, okay? Because the taller plants can provide shade for the sun-sensitive ones, or they can offer support for vining plants to climb. And with companion planting, it's also a great way to maximize your garden space. For example, I have these radishes, right? These radishes are fast growing plants, and they can be harvested before the slower growing plants. So this makes for efficient use of your garden space. I could have planted those radishes with something else, and then because they are fast growing, I could have planted those radishes with another vegetable that is slower growing. And because the radishes are fast growing, I can harvest those first while I wait for the other vegetables to grow. So that's another way that companion planting can be helpful. Now, when it comes to my garden, I did not even realize that I was already doing companion planting. When you look at this garden bed, I have my cabbages. And then when I started this bed, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just sprinkle some parsley seeds on the bed and see what happens. Little did I know that this right here was companion planting. Parsley is a great companion plant for cabbages because it acts as a pest repellent. So it can help repel certain pests like cabbage worms and moths. Now, I haven't really seen any pests yet with my cabbages, and now that the temperature is going down, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of that. But yeah, I did not even realize that I was already doing the companion planting method, y'all. I just sprinkled some seeds, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just grow some parsley alongside the cabbage and see what happens. Now, with parsley can also attract beneficial insects that can help to control pests that are going to harm the cabbages. They grow very low to the ground. right? So it doesn't compete for much space with the cabbage, making it a perfect underplanting option around the larger cabbage plants. These parsley seedlings are, I would say they're about, I'm trying to remember when I planted them. I would say they're about, I would have to guess maybe 20 days now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're about 20 days old. And, you know, as you see, there's not really much growth to them yet. They're still little babies, but this method I'm doing right now is companion planting, and I did not even realize that I was doing that, y'all. So I just wanted to come on here to make this video to share this information with you. Maybe you did not know that, you know, that you can do such a thing. And then I wanted to move over here to this other cabbage bed. And again, I did not know I was companion planting. I just decided to stick that parsley plant, not parsley, I'm sorry. I decided to stick that rosemary plant next to my cabbage, but rosemary actually makes a great companion plant for cabbages as well, because it also acts as a pest repellent because of their strong scent. So the scent that comes out of them, it helps to repel pests like the different cabbage moths and the aphids, which are very common threats to cabbages. So you don't need to go out and buy chemical pest control. You can just put or add your herbs next to your vegetables. They're also going to be attracting beneficial insects, which can help to manage the pest populating in your garden. Parsley is also a plant that's non-competitive. You know, it's a woody herb that doesn't compete heavily for nutrients or space with the cabbage, so it makes it a great companion in a shared garden bed. Again, I had no idea that I was doing. I thought to myself that they would look good together, right? That was literally my idea. Now, the other vegetable that I wanted to move to over here is my green onions. Now, these green onions, I grew them from scraps, okay? I bought green onions from the store, and then I cut off the bottom, about an inch from the bottom, and then I just planted that stump on soil and then allowed it to grow. These ones are a little over 2 weeks old, and they are great companion plants for carrots. I did not know that, but my carrot pot is actually over there. I just planted them the other day, the seedlings. So it's gonna take a while for them to start germinating. But next time I will definitely be including green onions next to the carrots the next time I plant carrots, because they are great companion plants for carrots. They help to deter like the carrot flies, which is a common pest. They're also great companion plants for lettuces. So if you're growing any lettuce, or they're also great for cabbage. You know, you can put them alongside your cabbage as well. And any like brassica, any vegetables in the brassica category, like your cabbage, your broccoli, your kale, these are great companions, okay? They're also great companions for beets and Swiss chard. So if you're growing any beets or any Swiss chard, they're gonna help to improve the flavor and the health of the beets and chard while occupying little space. So get yourself some green onions. Whatever you use up, just plant like, you know, the bottom of it in soil next to the plants that I mentioned, and they're gonna be beneficial. Yeah, so I just wanted to come in here to show you guys my garden and just show you the different companion plants that I have in my garden that I did not even realize. If you all find this video to be helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe button. You can even share my content. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I would greatly appreciate your support. But yeah, check out my previous video, and I will see you all in the next one.